a star, they hear my name and remember me. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Raiders and the Falcons, all that and more, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be a epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. It's been a good season for them so far, and they're just looking to keep that momentum going forward.
They like their record. Now they want to increase it. A win here could really get the momentum going in the right direction.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go. It's Super Bowl 59. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now back to throw. Dumps this one off to Algier. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Then set up to throw. A complete to Drake London. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. They'll look to throw again. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one and earns him a fresh set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it concluded with the touchdown pass to Antonio Gibson. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the the 25 on the touchback. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Carr. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw his Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Second down, Jacobs once more. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the 2nd quarter. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they right this to the 45.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This pass caught at the 4. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They're going to look to throw.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds here. They'll drop to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Kyle Pitts there to make the grab. And the Falcons continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get him at the 25.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. On now to a check on the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half, and they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there. These two teams have had plenty of extra time to make their final adjustments, but time's just about up. The The final half of the NFL season is upon us. So let's get it back out to our Super Bowl broadcast team. Here's Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But there's ever a chance to regroup. It's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Carr completes it. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 3 yards remain for second down. Now Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Throwing now is Carr. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Dumps this one off to Algier. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. They run with Algier. And some room to run now.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the fourth quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll set up to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it, as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Tyler Algier,
40 yards.
And the Falcons are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1 running back run, you can't be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Edwards.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Carr. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Carr. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. From midfield, here's Carr. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Falcons grab it. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Carr now on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Carr.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
96 yards rushing for him now. A big part, no doubt, of why they lead in this Super Bowl. So 1st down, and they'll stick with Algier.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
On 2nd, here's Algier.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Algier.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run back to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons are the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes.